Check. Oh, it does work. Fucking. No, wait. You don't need to be on there. Hello? Hello? Welcome to the usual situation with Ryan Mears fucking live streams. Hi, everybody. I don't know why it didn't work. But the good news is I'm a technical wizard. And I figured it out all on my own. So be proud of me. Yeah, dude. Ozzy. We are sorry about all the confusion. I turned my fucking all my shit on and my camera just didn't work. I'd unplug it, plug it back in, it'd work for a second, then it would stop, and then it wouldn't work, and then the same thing happened to my audio, and I don't know. It's still, the camera looks kind of like shit. Oh well. I will get my shit in order here pretty soon, and we'll start jamming. I think my picture's a little large. There we go. Let's jam, man. Let's fucking jam. Special day, special tribute. No desktop audio now. That's great. Why? Have to. What the fuck is going on? Why are there so many? Display capture. I'm an idiot, that's why. Check. Okay. for 2 weeks straight, you know? That's what happens. What's up, man? Hello, everybody. Thank you. So, yeah, we're here because... Hello? Here we go. I'm back. Tonight would be a request night. I'm not doing like the normal thing tonight because a tragic but not totally unexpected thing happened today, as you can see by what's on the screen there. Ozzy has passed away. Ozzy Osbourne. I cried a bit today. I'm going to talk a little bit about... I'm going to talk a little bit about how I got to know Ozzy and Sabbath and everything like that. You guys can please share your stories in the chat. I'm not going to be able to catch all of them, but, you know, share what you want to share. I'll try and catch what I can. So I'm going to talk a little bit about Ozzy, and if you don't know the extent of Ozzy's influence on music and the history of music and whatever, I'll give you a little insight. I'll go from memory, unless I can't remember shit, and then I'll go from the internet. Ozzy, what was it, 68, 69? He got together. Let's see. Ozzy, he was looking for a guitarist, and he had an ad up in Birmingham, and it was handwritten, and it said Ozzy's, no. I think Iommi they were looking for a singer, and they saw something that said Ozzy Zig requires gig. So they called him up, and Ozzy shows up. And anyway, you get Earth, which was like a blues band, and then it transformed into Black Sabbath, all right? And Black Sabbath, you had Ozzy Osbourne singing, Tony Iommi on guitar, Bill Ward on drums, and Geezer Butler on bass. All three guys were super influential to... pretty much any heavy band that came after them was a result of Black Sabbath as far as being metal goes. They were not metal. They were just heavy blues. It was blues with a bit of an edge, and all they tried to do was put some scariness into it. Rumor has it that their rehearsal space was across from a movie theater, and the movie theater was playing a movie called Black Sabbath, and Tony looks at the theater and he's like, people pay to scare themselves. Why don't we try and scare them with our music? And the idea was born, man. So they changed from Earth, I think, to Black Sabbath. You could easily look it up. I could easily look it up, but that's how I remember it. Sabbath formed in 68 as Earth, though, right? Ozzy got the gig because he's the only one with the microphone. His father bought it for him. Right. This is fragmented. I know he had a sign that said Ozzy Zig requires gigs, so they got a hold of him that way. I mean, there's a lot of things. Tony Iommi got his finger chopped off at his job, tips of two of his fingers, and he, instead of quitting, he just kept going and made his own prosthetic tips to keep playing. Polka Talk Blues Band, that's right. Well, quit being a dumbass and just look it up, dude. We'll see if any of this shit was right. Boo, 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 doo, boo. Sabbath, English rock band, formed in Birmingham, 1968 by guitarist Iommi, drummer Bill Ward, bassist Geezer Butler, vocalist Ozzy Osbourne. After adopting Black Sabbath name in 1969, the previous name was Earth. Before that, it's Polka Talk Blues Band. They distinguished themselves through occult themes with horror-inspired lyrics and down-tuned guitars. Down-tuned guitars because Tony chopped his fingers off. And it's easier to play. First three albums were commercially successful. Subsequent albums were crap. Ozzy was fired in 79. Yeah, but really no reading. Let's see here. History. Mythology. In 68, guitarist Tony Iommi and drummer Bill Ward sought to form a heavy blues rock band in Aston, Birmingham. They enlisted bassist Geezer Butler and vocalist Ozzy Osbourne, who had played together in a band called Rare Breed. Osbourne having placed an advertisement in a local music shop, Ozzy Zig Needs Gig, Has Own PA. The new group is initially named Polka Tulk Blues Band, the name taken either from a branch of talcum powder or an Indian Pakistani clothing shop. The Polka Tulk Blues Band included slide guitarist Jimmy Phillips, a childhood friend of Osbourne's, and a sax player, Alan Clark. After shortening the name to Polka Tulk, the band again changed their name to Earth, which Osbourne hated, and continued as a four-piece without Phillips and Clark. Iommi became concerned that Phillips and Clark lacked the necessary dedication, blah, 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 blah. I never heard about those guys. While the band was performing under Earth moniker, they recorded several demos written by Norman Haynes. Recorded several demos written by Norman Haynes, such as The Rebel, When I Came Down, a song for Jim, and the latter of which being a reference for Jim Simpson. December 68. Iommi abruptly left Earth to join Jethro Tull. I did not know that. Although his stint with the band to be short-lived, Iommi made an appearance with Jethro Tull on the Rolling Stones Rock and Roll Circus TV show. Unsatisfied with the direction of Jethro Tull, Iommi returned to Earth by the end of the month. Wasn't right, so I left. Good reason. Didn't like having a leader of the band. So, while playing shows in England, the band discovered they were being mistaken for another English group named Earth, so they decided to change their name again. This name would give rise to the well-known debate about the alleged aesthetic influence of Coven, which the British band always denied. A cinema across the street from the band's rehearsal room was showing a 1963 Italian horror film, Black Sabbath, starring Boris Karloff and directed by Mario Bava. While watching people line up to see the film, Butler noted that it was strange that people spend so much to see scary movies. Following that, Osbourne and Butler wrote lyrics for the song called Black Sabbath, which was inspired by the Wick of Horror and adventure story writer Dennis Wheatley, along with the vision that Butler had of a black silhouetted figure standing at the foot of his bed. Making use of the musical tritone, also known as the Devil's Interval, the song's ominous sound, dark lyrics pushed the band in a darker direction, a stark contrast to popular music of the late 1960s, which was dominated by flower power, folk music, hippie culture. Judas Priest frontman Rob Halford also called the track probably the most evil song ever written. Inspired by the new sound, the band changed their name to Black Sabbath in August of '69 and made a decision to focus on writing similar material in an attempt to create musical equivalent of horror films. Okay, that was a lot. So, they do something new that nobody has really heard. There was heavy music. Zeppelin was around. There was shit going on that was heavy, but nothing like that was down-tuned and just sounded evil and just with the intent of sounding dark across like an album's worth of shit, right? And this isn't just about Black Sabbath, though. It's about Ozzy. So Ozzy, they make several albums. There's 3 really good ones and then several crap ones. Ozzy gets fired from the band in 79. Ozzy is fired from Black Sabbath in 79, replaced by former Rainbow vocalist Ronnie James Dio, who I think is extremely overrated as a singer. He's a fucking cheeseball, dude. I don't like him. I can't stand anything he sings. And anything he did with Sabbath sucks. I don't care. Okay, that goes against my own rules. Anything he does with Sabbath, I don't like. It doesn't necessarily suck. I just don't care to hear it. Sabbath is Sabbath with Ozzy. Without Ozzy, it's just crap. You have great singers, dude, and it's just the music sucks. After Ozzy left, in my opinion, Iommi changed his tone so much that nothing sounded like Sabbath anymore. The original Sabbath music, the first 3 albums especially, had a distinct sound to them. They were dark. There wasn't any sharp edges on it. It was all pretty sludgy, and that's what Sabbath is to me, right? And then when they got their last albums, they started changing singers. Iommi started to use a more modern sound, and it sounds like shit. I don't like it. Anyway, Ozzy got fired from Black Sabbath because he's too crazy, and they kept going, but nothing was really that good. Now, Ozzy was let me see here. This is such a fucking cluster from what I thought I was gonna do. Sabbath, 70, 71, 79. Due to his problems with alcohol and other drugs, he then began a successful solo career with Blizzard of Oz in 1980 and released 13 studio albums. The first of 7 which received multi-platinum certifications in the United States. He reunited with Black Sabbath on several occasions. He rejoined in 97 to help record the band's final studio album, 13. That was way back in 97. Jesus. Before they embarked on a farewell tour that ended in 2017. That couldn't have been 2000. Okay, they recorded it in 2013. Anyway, so Ozzy starts metal, and then after he starts it, he gets fired, and then he goes on to form his own metal bands. Ozzy didn't write lyrics. He may have occasionally, but he mostly did not write his lyrics. He wasn't a lyricist, but he could damn well sing lyrics and make you think he wrote them. And he came up with all the melodies for his vocals, and how it was sung over the music, that's kind of a special thing to be able to do. He played harmonica, he liked doing that too. And I lost track. So what Ozzy did though was really smart is he surrounded himself with brilliant musicians. Without him, I mean, you got Randy Rhoads. There's multiple others. I don't know all his guitarists. He had a bunch. Jakey Lee. Randy Rhoads was a huge thing, a huge influence on many, many people. His style influenced many, many people the same way Ozzy did with his vocals and with the music of Black Sabbath. Then you get Zakk Wylde, who was just a huge, huge guitarist. And the drummers and he never had a crap band. He always had a fantastic band, whether they got credited appropriately or not. He always had great music, and he's been a part of music for over 50 freaking years, dude. 5 decades he's been creating music that people give a shit about. That's pretty awesome. And, he's always had something that was worth listening to off of each one. So I know I probably ruffled some feathers because of, Dio or whatever, but I don't listen to any Sabbath that doesn't have Ozzy singing in front of it, because it's just not, it's not right, dude. It's not right. I may be missing out on a lot of music, but it just sounds like cheesy. So anyway, it's been a long time. Unmistakable voice, style. And they just a couple weeks ago played what's it called? Back to the Beginning. Sabbath. It was supposed to be Black Sabbath's last show ever in Birmingham, where they started. And it was a huge success. They had, I don't know how many bands playing. It was like an 8-hour live stream. And I didn't know at the time, but I found out afterwards, all the money that went to that came from that show went to charity. So they raised like $190 million for charity, like 3 different charities. $190 million. It's the biggest charity event, I think, on record. Biggest music charity event on record. And he didn't have to do that, dude. He could have been like, I'm pocketing this shit and it's going to my family. You know what I mean? Because people would have bought tickets regardless. But he gave it to charity. He probably doesn't need any more money. So the dude is an icon. I don't know how many people has he worked with and done covers with, and people have. I mentioned many times that Mike Borden of Faith No More, which is the reason I know of Sabbath, and Robert Trujillo, who's in Metallica now, was in Suicidal Tendencies before. He actually played with Mike Borden on Jerry Cantrell's first solo album, second solo album. They both played with Ozzy, and I think is that when I saw Ozzy? I'm not sure. But there's a lot of crossover, a bunch of great musicians, and he's going to be missed. But we're never going to not hear him. His voice is going to be around forever, which that's what happens when you're a fucking legend, right? So I guess, what's up, Dave? How you doing, man? Now, I was on vacation when that show happened, or I went right before the vacation, or I went right after. Was it the day of, or the following Monday? I don't know. I paid to watch the streaming thing, but I didn't watch it. Dave says, good evening. It's been a tough time for me today. I got to see Ozzy twice, both times with a good friend who passed away from cancer several years ago. Sorry to hear that, Dave. But yes, I got to see Ozzy once. I got a guy I worked for gave me a ticket to go see Ozfest at Tinley Park, and I saw Godsmack and Pantera and Ozzy. It was fucking great, dude. I got to see Dime. I got to see Ozzy. And never say die. Yeah, I don't know, man. So anyway, tonight would normally be a paid request night. Obviously, if you want to donate some money or request something, you can. But I want to keep it kind of Ozzy focused. I can actually sing Sabbath stuff pretty well, and Ozzy stuff, as long as can I actually. Check. Got a little bit of reverb I can throw in there every once in a while. Who put a request in? Oh, did somebody put a request in on earlier? I'm sorry if I mean, it should say on the title Ozzy stream tribute stream. Let me see here. Oh, jeez. What did you put in a request for? I can save it or whatever. What? That's not right. Well, oh, my fucking chat's not up. God dang it. No. Oh, it is up. It's just behind everything. What the fuck? There it is. Thank you. Oh, two-step verification. Yeah, it's me. Just like every week. Jesus. I don't have 41 of you. I posted on Discord. Thank you. Seize a day. Memmy, get the fuck out. All right. Well, I'm gonna hold off on that, dude. Sorry. I mean, it said Ozzy tribute, Ozzy request. I think. Let me fix that in the fucking. I'll save it. Okay. Where's my? What am I doing? Let's go here. Go here. If I do that, it's gonna throw off everything, dude. Bop. Oh my gosh. Ozzy tribute stream. All right, it's in the description. You know, for what it's worth, nobody reads the fucking description anyway. Damn, what's up, Becca Noid? So, I mean, do you people give a shit? You want to hear some Ozzy's music? Maybe I should do this. I don't know, dude. I thought people would be like, yeah, fucking sing some songs. And apparently nobody really wants to hear it. What do we got? I guess my visions are Ozzy's dead. Dang. God, he's dead. Mom, I'm coming home. Is there anything? I still have 3 other pending open on my... Yeah, I gotta get rid of that shit, dude. Where is that? Let's get rid of you. Yep, I understand. Let's get rid of you. I mean, I guess if nobody wants to hear anything, then I can just... Do I have other ones? Unlisted. I need to get rid of a bunch of shit. I don't know, man. Shot in the dark. You know, I never sang that song. Shot in the dark. Let's hear that one. Not a request. Oh, Post Malone. Oh man, we want to see the video. Let's see the video. Wow. Got a paid request from Cookie Monster, man. There we go, brother. Thank you very much. Should I make it? I should make it. I should make it. I don't know, dude. Let me change the thing. I've never watched this video or any. I haven't seen a lot of his videos, honestly. I remember when I was a kid seeing videos like this and thinking it was like a live performance, you know. Nothing that you can do, shot in the dark, always creeping up on you. Gotcha, Nogard. Yeah, Becca Noib. 80s fashion was weird, man. It was weird. Let's check out. This is for. Let me get this situated here. What is this?
リアーズの入場であります。3連3でレッスルフェストで天竜砲丸組を破り 8.9 横浜アリーナではタッグトーナメントギアで坂野兄弟天竜原組に快勝し優勝。日本のプロレスファンに超ド級のパワーファイトを見せつけたわけであります。暴走戦士アニマル、殺到戦士ホーク、この2人の大型バイオレンス合体殺法は WWF でも無敵を誇る長く WWF タッグタイトルを保持、まさにリアルタッグチームの名にふさわしいザ・ロード・ウォーリアーズであります。
Wow, so that's the first you heard of them was during the Legion of Doom's intro. That's pretty wild, dude. Pretty freaking cool. Kevin Rampersand's favorite wrestlers, Hawk and Animal. Nice, man. Nice. So let's check out Nogard as a request for Crazy Train. I'm getting a sense of deja vu here. I don't know why. What's LOD? Yeah, I'm getting a deja vu, dude. Something to do with Crazy. What's LOD? Such a weird thing. L-O. Why is it on one? Check. Why is my audio on fucking stereo, dude? Check. Hello? Mono, bitch. Hello? There we go. Check. Shot in the dark. There we go. Okay, calm down. Check. Better. Go back to. Why are you big now? Okay. Sorry, Hoagie. Since last time, fitting. Senna, Bark at the Moon cover. Hell yeah, dude. Covers are welcome, man. Covers are welcome. Any kind of Ozzy related stuff. Of course, I appreciate you guys. Becca, did you hear that me and Trish are going back to Japan this fall? I did not know that. That's awesome. Have a great time. I wish I could go back soon. What are you doing here? Crazy Train. God, dude. Crazy Train. We could watch Yoyoka play and watch Zach Wild do it. Which would be awesome. We could do that too. Let's watch the official video, man. Prince of Darkness, Scary Ozzy, oh, devil. Crazy. That's how it goes. Millions of people living as foes. Maybe it's not too late to learn how to love and forget how to hate, dude. I'm not going to say it's a great video. Let's find a better video. That one sucks. It's really bad. This has got to be better. We get to see the Fringe, man. Yeah, no in-ear monitors, no click track. It's old school, dude. You just fucking play. I wish more people would do that today. Like, and just play. We don't need absolute perfection during a show, man. I want to hear people play. I know that might sound like a dig at a lot of bands I love, especially like Bandmate. These IEMs, these click track. It's kind of the normal way to do things now. But I mean, people, these guys were so good. Yeah, it's just a great riff. But I don't know. I would like to hear a band like Bandmate just fucking jam without any of that, which I know they have. It would just be cool to hear them get all energized and speed things up, as bands usually do. That would be nuts, man. Ooh, yeah. What is justice? Speaking of freaking awesome riffs. I guess you have to watch it. I think it'll be in that interview I read, we'll get back to Ozzy, but an interview I read with Bandmate, Akane was talking about how this is a 4 on the floor beat. It's kind of like usually light. It's like, what do you mean 4 on the floor? You do that like talk about a riff, dude. Come on. That riff, I injured my fucking hand learning that riff the other day. I played it for so long to try and get it right, and my finger hurts. That's the first time that's ever happened. I've got cramps in my hand or whatever, but like, I think I injured my finger. But what a great song. I listened to it probably, I don't know how many times a day, dude. Multiple times to and from work. And just driving around. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, we need to get to Hoagie has a request for Bark at the Moon by Senna. How do I look that up? I guess just put that in there. Is it going to work? Yeah, we could do this, man. We could watch this. Dude, that riff is insane. Did you see my I put a thing on Twitter and Instagram, me actually playing the riff for real, of actually managing to play the riff. Oh, it's probably buried. with all this other bullshit. Hello? What is justice? You don't need to see all this other crap on here. Where the fuck is it? Got buried with all the other things. Where is it, man? I think it would be pretty easy to find. So anyway, I kept working on it, and then I was like, oh, I think I can actually play it right. So I recorded a thing and put it up there just for the heck of it. Anyway, I've been posting way too much on fucking Twitter. That's for sure. The show, the class, music. Yeah. Here we go. Sheesh. And I couldn't play it with a pick. I couldn't figure out the mechanics of it, man. Fucking crazy. So I had to use my fingers. And that was it. Rose, man. I think it's cool. She does it the way kind of Randy Rose did it, where like put it in a bunch of extra sounds and notes and just nailing it. Pocket the Gosh, he's freaking awesome, dude.
When the movie is showing.
9:50 here in town.
Cinemark.
You going to South Bend?
Yeah, because they don't have it this showing.
Oh, okay. It's an odd connection.
I was wearing my Ozzy Osbourne shirt.
Oh, Elliot was wearing his Ozzy Osbourne shirt. Yeah. Kid's getting freaking bigger. Hold on. Jesus Christ, dude.
Alright.
See you later.
Doodles. Love you.
Be good. Be careful. Fucking monster, dude. I interrupted the solo. My bad.
Yeah, baby.
Wow, dude. Would have been perfect if it would have had this angle for the solo. God, she's amazing. I think this would probably be like I think I could play this. You know what I mean? It would not be easy. Freaking amazing, dude. That's awesome. Is there anybody covering like vocals on? Does anybody cover vocals for freaking Sabbath, dude? I mean, it's supposed to be an Ozzy tribute, and they're pretty much doing. But the thing is, I don't want to hear somebody else sing. Let's do this. Let's check this.
Over the mountain.
Oh my God.
Take me across the sky.
It sounds like Dio, dude. Not a fan. Not a fan. Ozzy's clean. Over the mountain. You know what I mean? Let's hear what this is.
Ozzy's singing the final melody, but you'll hear the lyrics have actually got nothing to do with Paranoid at all.
People say my mind's all things with things that you can't see me now.
What?
Why are you on my mind all day long? I can't think straight no more.
It's pretty obvious he's just riffing it just to get an idea for the melody in his head. I don't think he's even singing off a lyric sheet. I think he's just making them up as he goes along.
Everyone is saying I'm mad because you're the only girl that I've ever had. I love you, but you don't want to know me. But I think you're great and I want to see.
Huh?
I want to see you smile into my face.
What's up, Charles? How you doing, man?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I need someone to show me the things in life that I can't find. Megadeth covered Paranoid on the first NIB Nativity in Black album. How to sing like Ozzy Osbourne. Let's see what this guy says.
I recently did a version of Baby One More Time by Britney Spears in the style of Ozzy Osbourne. Oh, baby, baby. I'm going to break down exactly.
Yeah, he's just using chorus to sound like him. Ozzy there was chorus on his voice, but he had a very distinct way of singing, which I guess, demonstrate. Let's see. With like War Pigs. Let me see here. Like the way he's saying, I don't know how. Like, wait a minute. Where's my fucking audio input? In here? Check. Hello? What the hell happened to my, which one is this? Oh, okay, so this one I need to get rid of. There we go. And this one I need to go here. Do that. How's that? Jazz Sabbath, yeah. War Pigs. War Pigs. In the fields of bodies burning. Right? I would be like, in the fields of bodies burning. But Ozzy has his own way of singing. In the fields of bodies burning. He's got this. I have to like change the way I project to get it to sound like Ozzy. But he has a different way of singing, and it gives that kind of different tonality to it. It just sounds like Ozzy, man. It's probably why you don't hear very many people sing like Ozzy. They just, they sing their own way. Why sing like Ozzy when it ain't Ozzy? Back at the moon. Oh, Perry Mason. Fuck yeah, dude. Love this song. This is one of my favorite songs ever. I don't think I've ever watched a video for this either. Doing Zach Wild. I know Geezer Butler played bass on that album, which is part of why that album is so fucking good, man. Because he's such a great songwriter, he's such a great bassist. So like, I'm trying to find out what the meaning behind this is. Okay. Don't know if you're still reading this 3 years later, but I read a magazine interview with Ozzy from when Osmosis came out, in which Ozzy said Perry Mason was the first thing he saw on TV when he came home from rehab, so the song is about him trying to relax watching the show after being in rehab. Actually, Ozzy did not write many, if any, songs. He was... horrible song. Yeah, whatever, dude. It's a reference to when Ozzy was feeling like Perry Mason, being frequently stuck in courtrooms for several years over a couple of big lawsuits. The first was a famous suicide solution case. No. Nobody knows. I don't care, dude. It's a great metal song. It's a great song. So Geezer probably wrote the damn thing. It's a lot of words. I don't know, dude. I don't really care that much. It's a great song. I just thought it was weird. Like, what? On his way to dinner. Cool stuff, though. What's up, Golden Ninja 50? Yes, Rip the King, man. Okay, Zach played in on the Osmosis album, but Joe Holmes appeared in the Perry Mason video. What the fuck, dude? Why? Why would you do that? Just don't show a guitarist. You're going to show the wrong dude. You got one of the most iconic, most notable sounds and tones in the history of metal, and everybody knows it's played on a Gibson. Then you show some brown-haired dude with a Strat. Like, what? But thanks for the info, though. It's just confusing. Yeah, dude. So Geezer played on that album's all. Geezer Butler is an incredible bassist. The whole album's great, dude. Zach played on the album, though he couldn't tour with Ozzy, so in came Joe Holmes after recommendation of Osmosis drummer Dean Castronova. Right on. Oh. Ozzy live with Joe Holmes on guitar. Can I look that up? Bucket to moon. Let's see. Can we get a different song? Bucket. Let's see how Joe. Oh, he's playing with the pick. It ain't Geezer. Thank you. Camouflage capris. Though I'm a fan of Strats, it just seems like wrong seeing a Strat being played. Throw the guitarist. Dude, got on the wrong screen. That is Geezer, isn't it? Okay. Ozzy was not easy on himself for vocals, man. He did not pick like. Let's hear. Let's hear it.
When I was 15 and heard the song Iron Man, my life changed. And when I heard that voice, and when I heard these songs of alienation and this crushing guitar power, that was my shit. And I've been into Ozzy Osbourne ever since. I got all the Sabbath records, all the Ozzy records, all the bootlegs. Greatest rhythm section in rock and roll was Bill Ward and Geezer Butler.
Yeah.
If I ever saw those guys, I'd be all over the place. So anyway, imagine my elation. Several weeks ago, slaving away at band practice, and we get a phone call from management, and manager says, hey, you want to play some shows with Ozzy? Let's see. You know, duh, what do you think? So I go, we are there, click. How many nights have I put O-Z-Z-Y on my knuckles with a Sharpie? God, if I had a nickel for every single night. It is the awesome thing to do when you play festivals and you have to do all this press. Like, Henry, so do you like to play the festivals? Yes, I do. And weeks later, boom, we're in Florida, awaiting our first gig at the Enormo Dome with the Ozman. And we're sitting in our dressing room, which is a locker. And I'm thinking, God, maybe we'll get to like smell Ozzy. Maybe I'll get like to touch him, or like, maybe I'll get a glimpse of him as he goes to the stage. You know, no way I'd ever get to meet him, of course. But you know, maybe I'll just get to, you know, smell his hair care products as he gets golf carted to the stage. Door opens up. Ozzy walks in, no shirt and a cigar. Hello, my name is Ozzy Osbourne. Can I hang out with you guys for a while? I run over to the couch, start pulling everyone's backpacks off the couch. Sit, please. He sits down. Hey, man, I'm fucking honored you come on tour with us, man. You guys fucking rock out, man. Fucking honored to have you on tour. Fucking God bless you, man. If there's anything you need, man, tell me or my wife and we'll get it for you. Anything you need to be happy, man. We want you to have a fucking great time.
Gotcha,
We're so happy you're out with us. Was the stage okay? Are the lights okay? Is the PA okay? Anything you want changed, man, we'll do it for you. He's like this totally cool, down-to-earth kind of guy you'd meet in a bar. Doesn't really know where he is. You know, he's just like, rock and roll. And he's just super sincere and super cool. He's exactly how I'd hoped he would be. And I'm checking out all his tattoos. I'm like, oh, whoa, there it is. O-Z-Z-Y, awesome. And so we go out that night and we play. And the crowd, which I figure is gonna like tear the seats out and like beat us to death with them. And we go out there and we do our, you know, kind of off-time thing. And we get, which means like, you know, rock power. And so we finish, I go, all right, thanks, good night. Ozzy Osbourne's coming up next. And we go off stage. 40 minutes later, changeover. Ozzy hits stage. The roof is flapping. And you realize at that moment that is 12,000 people going like, I think I dropped a joint on the floor. Excuse me, do you know where the men's room is around here? Oh, is there a band playing? Times 12,000 is... So I realized they didn't even know that we played. Ozzy goes out on stage and does basically what he's done for like the last 25 years. It's like...
This would have been during Rollins' band.
Let's go crazy! People in the crowd go positively batshit. They're holding up their lighters like with the... At our gigs, when someone holds up a lighter, it means we've been jamming too long. It's like, free bird, pal. You're losing it. See the lighter? But this is like, you know... And the people love this guy. Brings people up on stage, puts his arms around them, they headbang together. It's awesome. And he plays his ass off. And I meet his wife, Sharon, who's also his manager. She's really cool. And she says, Henry, Rip Magazine wants to know if you want to interview Ozzy for the magazine. Dude. I'm like, interview Ozzy? Oh, yes. Tomorrow night, when the gig is done, you're going to come.
I don't know. I mean, I want to hear what he said about him. But yeah, that I'm interested in the rest of that too, but pretty freaking cool. Pretty freaking cool, dude. Just hearing people talk about him, how Ozzy's like the hero you can meet and actually still be happy you met him, you know. Michael Hill said, Hand of Doom, Rat Salad live 1970. Oh shit, this would be fucking cool. In Paris. Oh my god, dude. Which one? I wonder. 511,000 views. Probably 3. That's full show. We'll check this out. 8 minutes, but see how the sound is. Look at Geezer, dude. Wow. God, I love this.
Time's caught up with
You.
now. You know the saying. Your skin starts turning green. Yeah, you never lied because you never lied. Isn't there your mind? I treated you unkind.
So good, dude.
First it was the bomb.
Vietnam,
Bomb. Disillusioning. You pushed the needle in. From life you escaped. Reality away.
bass. Fucking awesome, dude. What a fucking amazing song, dude. Damn. Ozzy up there fucking itching. Fucking shit post. That bass line, dude, is so fucking awesome. What's up, Chris? How you doing, man? Scruffy, I mean.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right, dude. Fuck, if we could get Fairies Wear Boots from this show. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Shit.
That's the number now called Fairies Wear Boots, and I'm going to buy a new album.
This is a great, one of my favorite songs ever. Ever. Gotta check something out first, though. What was he playing? What is that? Is that a dun 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 dun? What is that? Is that hand? It's not Hand of Doom, is it? It's which song is that? Bum bum ba da da bum ba da da. Reflex in the sky, warn you, you're gonna die. What's up, Chris? Thank you, man. Thank you. Ozzy, hoy, hoy, hoy. Electric Funeral, thank you, Michael Hill. God, I'm so bad about names. Electric Funeral. Electric Funeral. Let's check this out, dude, because this song is fucking amazing. I did a solo version of this where I used a looper to it was fun. Yeah. Played it once. Century, gotta say, dude, hope you're having a good time on your trip with Son, dude. I know you haven't been posting a lot, but I hope you're having a great time, man. So have fun in Kyoto. What's up, Mike? I agree, man. Up quite a bit. What is he gonna sing? Skip that on the all right nows. Gonna regret clicking on this. Ozzy Osbourne or Dio?
Gathered in their masses.
See, it's immediately. Whatever. Yeah, dude, there's no fucking contest for me, dude. There's no way. Dio's a cheese ball, man. Yeah. I don't like Dio at all, man. And I Be Live. Man, there's so many things to check out, dude. So many things about Ozzy. October 8th, 92. War Pigs. Right on. Well, I don't know, man. I guess mission accomplished. We're kind of doing tribute to Ozzy here. What's your favorite non? He had way more music outside of Sabbath. But what are some of the? There's so many, dude. There's so fucking many songs. Gods of Rock and Roll, Time After Time. There's so many. Let's check out Mr. Crowley tribute with Yo-Yoko on drums. And who is this? Let me get. Okay, so. Yeah. Who's playing instruments? Jack Black on vocals, Roman Morello on guitar, Hugo Weiss on keys, Revel Young Ian on bass, and Yoyoka Soma on drums. Okay, so Revel Young Ian is Scott Ian's son, right? From Anthrax. Roman Morello is Tom Morello's son from Rage and Audioslave. Yoyoka Soma is, we know her from, I know her because of Wave, but then her own, she's just a phenomenal drummer. I don't know who Hugo Weiss is. He's a keyboard player, and of course Jack Black's just Jack Black, but he's a hell of a singer. Oh, Therapy with Infectious Grooves, nice. Yeah, we need to get No More Tears, and I think all he says is therapy and therapy though.
Mr. Crowley, what went on in your head?
Awesome, dude.
Oh, Mr. Crowley, did you talk to the dead? Your lifestyle to me seems so tragic, or with the thrill in it all. You fooled all the people with magic. Yeah, you wait now, Satan's call. Mr. Charming, did you think you were pure? Mr. Alarming, in nocturnal uproar, uncovering things that were sacred, manifest on this earth, conceived in the eye of a secret. Yeah, they stopped at the end of birth.
I think Bionic Grit said Jack Black does have sort of an Ozzy quality to his voice. I think he intentionally sang like Ozzy during this. There is a bit of a chorus on there that gives it that Ozzy kind of effect, because he's usually a little bit Mr. Crowley. He usually has a little bit of grit in his voice, but he's a hell of a singer, so he can do like whatever he wants, which is awesome.
Mr. Crowley,
He smoothed it out a little bit.
won't you ride my horse? Oh, Mr. Crowley, it's symbolic to pause. Approaching the time that is classic, I hear that maiden's call. Approaching the time that is drastic, standing
he totally, like you said, being respectful. Jack, he did a great job of being respectful, but actually being pretty funny. Just being Jack Black, but for reals, like singing the song. I was happy he like really sang it, you know? Yeah, Tenacious D is awesome. Jack Black, he's a great musician. Hell of a singer. You know. Yeah, definitely a tribute to both of them. Really cool. Really cool. Somebody brought up No More Tears, which is absolutely one of the best absolutely one of the best songs I've ever heard, dude. I absolutely love this song. It has one of the best breakdowns and solos of... What a great song, man. Ozzy. No more tears. So, somebody said this is the same year that Nirvana popped off. Is that when it came out? Oh, man. What was that? Do. The No More Tears album, 6th studio album by Ozzy Osbourne, 91. Holy shit, dude. So you know what, man? That's kind of awesome because that came out and I loved it. Nirvana came out and I loved it, and I still loved. Like, there's something about Ozzy that wasn't. He was already like getting out of the cheese standard of like hair metal. He was never that like goofy to begin to, like he never reached that point. There's always something a little darker about him. And by that point he was completely out of it. So when hair metal got killed off by grunge, Ozzy still did his thing. He was so popular he could kind of do his thing anyway. But the music that came out, like, cuz Osmosis was after that. Was the next album Osmosis? Yeah, No More Tears than Osmosis. And Osmosis was a monster album, dude. Great album. And I'll admit I didn't listen to a lot of these albums. I'm probably more familiar with everything up to and including Osmosis. I've heard songs off everything else, but Osmosis is probably the last one I bought. Because I mainly listened to Black Sabbath stuff. Yeah, but Osmosis was great in the height of grunge, dude, and it was still awesome. So, you know, staying power, man. There's a song. Do, 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 do. So Ozzy was a fan of Nirvana. Right on. Let's check out this one. Infectious Grooves. I think all he says, you make a great point. Sabbath is basically royalty in grunge. Grunge was emulating a lot of Sabbath's like trudgy, dirgy fucking sound, right? They brought that kind of back. So yeah, Blast from the freaking Past, dude. When was that, man? 91. Right on the same time. So that's like the No More Tears album. Wow. Nostalgia Trip, No Sabbath, No Way I See, or Soundgarden. Yeah, dude. Yeah. Therapy. Ozzy and Lemmy did something. What did they do? Hellraiser. Oh, that's Vivo, man. Yeah. I'm sure that's a great video. But if I watch it on my stream, it's going to get taken down. But go check it out. Oh God, Mama, I'm coming home. Is it going to be from... Oh, Jesus, dude. This was what, 3 weeks ago?
Thank you from the bottom of my heart. In the song called Mama, I'm Coming Home.
Yeah, so did he sound like peak Ozzy? No, man. He's 76. He's Parkinson's, diagnosed with Parkinson's 5 years ago. And he's lived probably one of the hardest, most insane lives anybody's ever lived. All he's ever known is singing, playing music. He created an entire genre of music that thrives, and he managed to swim around in for 50 fucking years. He played. He's 76 years old. He wants nothing more than to stand up and jump and sing, and he can't fucking do it, man. He couldn't do it. He wanted to do this last gig. He wanted to do this last show. And it's probably a thing that kept him going until he get it. And once he did it, that was it. That's what he needed to do. This is a sign of a guy who can't do what he wants to do, and that is, it's fucking sad, but it's also kind of wonderful. Like, he did not want to stop, and he wrote a song about that too. All my life, you know. And it's rough seeing him like this, but it's also kind of awesome. Like, dude, so many people give up before they give up. They give up. Oh, I can't do it, or they just, I don't know, man. Ozzy was different than everybody. And to think that, nobody knew, they knew he was sick or he wasn't in great health. But man, this is like, life goal achieved. And to know that he got to do this, and not only do this to where, what is there, 70,000 people there or something? Which is insane. I don't know how many people there are. But to take that and give it to charity is awesome too. So to think like this, if this would have been later, would it have not happened, or would he have hung on that much longer just to make sure it happened? I think he would have hung on. I think this is what he needed, and he just had to fucking do it, man. He just had to do it. And he's a guy, everybody here knows who he is. Everybody everywhere knows who Ozzy is. And he has a song that has reached you at some point. And one of his 5 eras of music, 5 decades of music that resonates with you at some point. People of all classes, all races, all religions. He's a dude that managed to touch everybody. And it'd be hard pressed to go to any part of the world and have somebody not know who Ozzy is. That's fucking amazing, dude. That is life achievement. And I don't know. I mean, I read today, I checked my phone and I saw that he died, and I'm like, oh my God. And Clay, who I'm working with, he's like, what? I'm like, I said, Ozzy died, man. He's like, holy shit. Really? And then it's fucking crazy. It's like, dude, he got to do his final show. I mean, I found out more about Ozzy. I was listening to Faith No More. First album I bought on my own, Faith No More. And I was listening to War Pigs, which was my favorite song on the album. I didn't know it wasn't a Faith No More song. And my dad came in. He's like, that sounds like Ozzy. I'm like, what? And I knew who Ozzy was. I had heard Ozzy's music. This is like 89. And so I looked at the liner notes, and it said John Osbourne, Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, Bill Ward. I'm like, well, it must be Ozzy. And I'm like, it says John Osbourne. He's like, yeah, it's his name, and that's a Black Sabbath song. I'm like, what is Black Sabbath? That's the coolest name I ever heard. So I told a friend at school, and his dad had Master of Reality. So the first time I listened to Black Sabbath was on vinyl, Master of Reality album, and it's just the best, dude. It is the best. I love that entire album. I listened to it over and over and over, and then I just dove into whatever Black Sabbath music I could find, and so we're talking, I was 12 years old, and since then a week doesn't go by I don't listen to something by Ozzy, because Sabbath is always there, dude. Yeah, I'm not trying to criticize his vocals. I think you guys understand that. The dude, he shouldn't have been able to sing, man. I think he's like, fuck you, I'm going to do it. And I don't know. Can't believe it, dude. I mean, I knew it's going to happen sometime, but damn. So I hope everybody enjoyed that tonight. Looking back and I don't know. I know you guys are sharing in the chat, like, some stuff. The first time you heard him and how long you've been listening to him, all his music. He has so much music, so many musicians played with him. He gave so many musicians like their start, and he brought a lot under his wing to help him play and get him out there to perform. When he wanted to play a whole show, then they had to cut it back to a few songs. I don't know how many he sang, and even those were rough. The dude was probably in no condition to go sing. Singing is not easy, man. Not like the stuff he wrote. He never wrote anything easy to sing. It was always at his limit. So it got hard for him to do. But he did it. I'm so glad he was able to, man. That'll do it for tonight, guys. Thank you for the guys that who threw in some super chats tonight. Appreciate it, man. As far as me, Cookie Monster had one. I forgot, dude. I forgot. That was an early one, and I missed it. Ozzy with Post Malone. Oh, it's Vivo too. Can I don't want to. Okay, we'll do this. This is a testament to Ozzy's and what he could do, man. Cookie Monster. Why don't you take what you want from me? Take what you need from me. Take what you want to go. Why don't you take what you want from me? Take what you need from me. Take what you want to go.
I never needed anything from you, and all I ever asked was for the truth.
Post Malone's a fucking metalhead, dude.
Your venom was lethal, I almost believed you. Yeah, you prayed on my every mistake, waited on me to pray. Held me out to open, I would drown like a plague. I was racing away, trying to find my way out, find my way out.
didn't have to do this shit. He probably liked Post Malone, dude. Post Malone's a good dude. He's a dude who found a way to make it with one kind of music he likes, and he uses that to play other music he likes. I think it's awesome.
My bones will break, but you never own my soul. No, I feel you crumble in my arms down to your heart stone. You bled me dry just like the tears you never show. Why don't you tell me what you want from me? Tell me what you need from me. Tell me what you want to go. Why don't you tell me what you want from me? Tell me what you need from me. Tell me what you want to go. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Watt. Ladies and gentlemen, it's fucking Ozzy fucking Osbourne. Andrew fucking Watt.
Who the fuck is Andrew Watt?
Hey, that's pretty fucking cool. I don't care who you are, man.
Malone's a freaking metalhead, dude. He digs it. He's probably a better guitar player than Andrew Watt. Probably a lot of people better guitar player than Andrew Watt. That was not that impressive. Anyway, Ozzy doing Ozzy things, man. He did whatever the fuck he wanted, and I love him for it. Andrew Watt produced Ozzy's final albums, Ordinary Man and Patient Number 9. Oh, right on. Right on. Okay. Well, good for him. When you watch, like, Randy and Zach Wilde fucking shred for a while, then you see that. It's like, huh? Stay behind the board, bud. Nostalgia trip. Thanks, man. Thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it, guys, but this was for Ozzy. Andrew Watt, Stones, Pearl Jam, Ozzy. Yeah, stick to the board, bro. Oh, well. Anyway, man. He rehabs and helps right. Okay. Andrew Watt's a good guy. Good for him. Sorry it took so long on that Cookie Monster. No, but thanks, guys. Yeah, I got a couple thank yous. No problem, dude. Dave, take it easy, man. You'll be all right. You'll never not hear Ozzy when you want to hear him, man. He'll always be around. So, you know, how many artists have that one song you're always going to hear? It's going to be played forever. Ozzy has probably dozens of songs that are never going to not be played. It's just awesome, dude. He's a legend, and I would say once in a lifetime thing, but you know, he lived through like several lifetimes, and he managed to have hits in every one. That's fucking awesome, dude. So have a great night. You know, we'll all be fine. Ozzy doesn't have to struggle anymore. We know that. And I'll be on my regular schedule as much as I can, means I won't be on my regular schedule. I'll be back Thursday. I got to catch up on Patreon. I'm at least going to catch up on Patreons this week, and we'll see. I don't know. I'm in a bit of a funk as far as doing this stuff goes. But thank you for hanging out and having a tribute to Ozzy, the man that changed music and thrived through many different eras that were a lot of bands fell off. He is now a legend. All right, guys. Thank you and
good night.